Good morning everybody and welcome to another vlog. Today I am going to start reading Black Leopard Red Wolf, which is covered in this stunning Hobbit Lord of the Rings smug dust jacket case book pillow cover thing. But yeah, I'm finally picking this up and I wanted to vlog my experience. It also turns out that I'm going to Canterbury at the end of the week and I'm going to be off from work now because it's the Easter holidays. Yeah, so I'm going to be off. I'm literally going in for a couple of hours just to do some animal care, like cleaning and feeding and all that, and then that's me done until next Tuesday. So I thought this would be a great time to get stuck into this big boy, and yeah, I'm really excited to see what it's about. And I love Marlon James's writing in A Brief History of Seven Killings, so I thought it'd be really cool to try out his fantasy. The sequel is out now and I think it's going to be a trilogy. I think it's the Dark Star trilogy. So yeah, all I know really that I can remember off the top of my head is that it is based on African history and mythology. So I think it might have shapeshifters. I feel like that's what the leopards and the wolves might be. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into this. So I'll start it later on when I'm travelling into work. When I say later on, I mean like half an hour. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I've got a really gorgeous edition from Waterstones and it's signed by Marlon James as well. So yes, looking forward to beginning. Huh? Let's do it. Oh, not a soggy one. And make him put a ring on it. You gotta make him ready to make him put a ring on it. What?
I can see the skies. I can see the sky. See the sky. See the sky. Watch
Hello my lovelies. So today I had a really nice day walking around a local high street with Chloe and her little babby. So she came down today and we just spent the day chilling and we didn't get lunch, we just got like a little snack, had a little sit down, chatted, caught up and stuff, and then we went through the library and some charity shops and I've got some books to show you, so let's do that. Oh, before I forget, I also got a package arrive yesterday. I was supposed to get two, but the other one's been delayed for some reason, I'm not too sure. And they're like desktop bookshelves, so I might build one of those at some point, just to neaten and organise the chaotic mess of my desk at the minute. Well, it's not even at the minute, as always. But before we do that, let's get on to the books that I picked up. I don't know where to put you. Nope. I guess I'll just have to hold you. So, from the library, I got 3 books. I got this one called The Water Babies by Charles Kingsley. It's Oxford World's Classics. And I don't know, I'd never heard of it before, but it looks really intriguing. And it says that apparently it's the strangest, the most powerful children's stories ever written. And it says, oh my god, I keep covering the thing, sorry. It says, young Tom is a chimney sweeper's boy who one day falls into a river and drowns, only to be transformed into a water baby. Through his encounters with friendly fish, curious lobsters and characters such as Mrs. Do As You Would Be Done By, he sloughs off his selfish nature and earns his just reward. Tom's comic adventures are constantly interrupted by Kingsley's side sweeps, swipes at contemporary social issues. They offer a rich oh my god, I can't speak. Satiric. I've got to swap hands. I keep putting my silly thumb on the lens. Take on the great scientific debates of the day. The story's linguistic and narrative oddities make it an unclassifiable fantasy that is both a naturalist's handbook and an aquatic pilgrim's progress, and its vibrant symbolism also reveals some of Kingsley's most private eccentricities. Oh, so yeah, this sounds intriguing. I don't know if it's a little collection of short stories or one continuous story. I also picked up, I think this is the first one. Yeah, this is The Haunting of Aveline Jones, and it looks really good. I think it's a middle grade, like little horror story. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the first one, and the sequel is The Bewitching of Aveline Jones. I recognise this orangey cover. Absolutely stunning. It says, turn on your torches and join Aveline Jones. Aveline loves reading ghost stories, so a dreary half-term becomes much more exciting when she discovers a spooky old book. Not only are the stories spine-tingling, but it belonged to a girl called Primrose Pemberthy, who vanished mysteriously, never to be seen again. Intrigued, Aveline decides to investigate Primrose's disappearance with some help from her new friend Harold. Now someone or something is stirring, and it is looking for Aveline. And then the last one is a really cute diddy one. Last one from the library anyway. And that is Lucy Strange's The Mermaid in the Mill Pond, and it's illustrated by Pam Smythe. I just read her book The Howdee-haie last month. I don't know when I'm gonna upload this, so let me actually tell you the month. I read it in March. So yeah, it's intriguing to see another book by her, or illustrated by her. And this one says that Bess has left the London workhouse behind for a job at a rural cotton mill, but life at the mill is hard and cruel, a far cry from the fresh start Bess hoped for. The only way to survive is to escape, but the mill is like a prison with no way out. Meanwhile, rumours are spreading about a vicious creature that lurks in the mill pond. Bess is sure it's all nonsense until one night she sees something stir in the murky water. I love mermaid stories, so I really hope that lives up to my hype, even though I've never heard of it before. And then I also picked up a couple of books from various charity shops, and then one new one from W.H. Smith. I won't go into too much depth about these ones though, so I just saved that for like a book haul or whatever. So I've heard a lot of people praise this series. I think it's a 4-book series, The Fateful and the Fallen. This is book 1, Malice, by John Gwynne. And then I found this little box set by Brent Weeks, and it is the Night Angel trilogy. So we have the Ways of Shadows, Shadow's Edge, and Beyond the Shadows. And it kind of reminded me of Trudy Canavan's books. It gave me that sort of vibe, especially because we're following like a apprentice kind of thing, I think. And then lastly, I picked up a new release from Jacqueline Wilson, and that is Baby Love. Apparently it's adult. I don't know. It deals with more adult themes. I'm not too sure, but it's stunning, and the underneath of this is absolutely gorgeous as well. So yeah, those are some new books into my collection. Library books, used books, and one new one. Now I'm going to sit for a little bit and do some reading. I've got like this hot chocolate here, and I've put my vegan marshmallows in it because I just eat them out of the bag, and I thought, let me actually make something with it. In terms of reading, I've not read anything yet today. But yesterday, I got up to page 34 of, oh my god, that was a horrible angle. I got up to page 34 of, I'm going to keep calling it the wrong thing, Black Leopard, Red Wolf, I think. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with a little bit more of that for the rest of my afternoon, I think. It's so beautiful outside, the sun is shining, da 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 da. Okay, that was really straightforward. Thought I was going to need my little drill, but no. Sorry, Elsa. Just slots in. Let's see what books I can shove on this. Oh, hey, girl. I think you could use it for, like, skincare and stuff like that as well. It's really cute, actually. Imagine, like, a row of those on the top of there. That'd look well neat. Maybe I should do that so it has a bit more organisation and, like, put my witchy stuff on top of it as well. I might grab some more of these. Okay, right. Let me put it in what I was intending it for. Hello, it is Thursday the 14th, and I thought I'd come and give you a little update on this book. So It's strange. It is very bizarre. There's a lot of very taboo conversations. There's like bestiality. There's like rape. There's a lot going on. Yeah, it's intense. I'm on page like 90 something, chapter 6, 97, and I've just got on to part 2. And I don't really know. I don't really know what to say, to be honest. I am enjoying the world and like the world building and the landscape and all these magical, strange creatures. But I mean, I should have known this going in from A Brief History of 7 Killings. Like, it can be graphic and kind of vulgar, and just, yeah, intense. So it's a bit of a weird one to read. There's definitely some times where I'm just like grimacing, like this is disgusting, this is gross. But yeah, we'll see how the story itself unfolds.
had such an awesome day today. We went off to the zoo, as you guys may have seen. It was like a wildlife conservation zoo. And then we went back into Canterbury City, like the town centre. And then, of course, I had to buy some books because it was double points for Easter, so I did that. Let me give you a quick overview of what I got. I'll save all the details, synopsis and everything like that for an April book haul. But for now, I will just give you a little quick taster of what I got. So first of all, I actually ran out of wet wipes, so I grabbed some of these in Boots, and whilst I was in there, I wanted to try out Wishful, which is Huda Beauty's skincare line. So I got this, which has a little bit of everything, just to give it a go, and also a sheet mask, because it's been absolutely hot, and I just feel like my pores are sweating out. So this is the Thirst Trap coconut mask, which I love the name of. And then in Waterstones, I got Alicia Keys' book, Girl on Fire. I got Princess Ever After, which is the last book in Connie Glynn's The Rosewood Chronicles. I picked up the other 3 that I haven't read last month, I think I showed that, or the month before. I also got 2 of these The Sad Ghost Club books. I've seen some people really enjoy this, and I thought it looked really cute. It reminded me of this other ghost book comic. I can't remember what it's called. It might have just been called, oh, it's Sheets. It reminded me of Sheets. So I got the Sad Ghost Club, and then the Sad Ghost Club 2. And then I got HardcoreCupcakeHailstorm's new book, Bitter. It reminded me of the cover for Pet, and I really enjoyed Pet, so I thought I'd give this one a go. Absolutely stunning design on the front. And then lastly, I picked up this one, which has been on my radar. It is The Taking of Jake Livingston, and it's a bit of a ghost story. It kind of looks, oh my god, like it moves. Do you know what I mean? With that glare, it's so cool. And then yesterday, in a WH Smith, I just picked up a book about the area, and it's Haunted Canterbury. So I think I'll have a little flick through this here and there. But yeah, I had to get like a little kind of touristy book, and this seemed definitely up my street. So those are the little bits and bobs that I got today. And of course, I got a massive, well, it's not even massive, it's just big. It's normal size, pick a mix. Very nice. So yeah, we went to Nando's as well whilst we were out. So we had decent dinner. Last night we had a bit of a faff because we were like, wait, what are we going to eat for dinner? We had pot noodles, and then we tried to do takeout at the travel lodge that we were at, and no one would deliver. So weird. But we ended up managing to get Chinese order. So we had some of that. Oops. And yeah, in terms of the book that I'm reading, which is Marlon James's book, I'm currently on page 133. So I read a little bit last night. I was so tired. We played some chess and we was falling asleep. And then I read more today because I set an alarm for 9 o'clock, and then I just sat in bed for 30 minutes, 40 minutes reading, which was really nice. And yeah, so on page 133, as I said, I'm on part 2 now. It's a strange book. I think I'm enjoying it, but it's very bizarre. Sorry about all that noise, by the way. The shower's on. I'm going to have a shower after my other half. But yes, so another great day. And then tomorrow we have to be out by 12. So I think we're trying to book a escape room. There's one that we've gone past a couple of times. I think there's loads up here though, but there's a particular one near the town and stuff that we drove past yesterday and today when we were on the park and ride, that we might see if they can do anything. So I kind of want to stay in here until we have to get kicked out because I get tired and headachy. But also I want to see the most of it because obviously we want to travel back with ignoring all the rush hour and stuff, and also have a bit of time at home as well. So we shall see what the plans are for tomorrow when that day comes. But for now, we're indoors now, we're chilling out. I might go for a little walk later or something, I don't know. They've got Freeview, so you might chuck the telly on, see if there's any movies or anything on. And yes, that is that. So I'm gonna relax, get into my comfies and chill out. So we got home about half an hour ago and we had such an amazing time away. We did an escape room just before we left, and we did a pirates, kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean themed one, and it was so much fun. We finished with 7.5 minutes left to go, which was awesome. And yeah, it was such a good time away. So now we're just going to chill out, put our stuff away in that. Me and my other half, we've booked another escape room local to us, and it's a casino heist one that we're going to do tomorrow, and then it's back to work on Tuesday. But yes, I don't really have any updates in terms of reading, because obviously I've been busy travelling and stuff and doing the escape room and that today, so I'm hoping to read a little bit more later on. But right now I'm just going to focus on relaxing and also pottering around, putting things back, you know, my skincare, all those bits and bobs, taking out the dirty clothes, putting them in the wash, all that stuff. So yeah, it's been a great time away. I really enjoyed it, really needed it. It was so hot as well. We just did another escape room, big casino heist. How did you find it?
A lot more difficult than our previous ones, because usually it's done with one room and then you'll just go into the other and then it'll be
then you're done with
like
that room.
But now it's just 2 rooms and you're literally going back and forth with it. And
there's all these different cupboards and all these different...
Yeah, let's not spoil 100%.
Yeah, no, we're not. No. It's fine. It's different everywhere else. And I think each escape room, each company have their own thing that they can't be copied. But yeah, it's really good, really frustrating. Yeah. We didn't beat it, but we did alright with all the hints and clues that we got.
We got away. We didn't get thrown in prison.
We didn't get thrown in prison. We're here to see another day. Hello my lovelies, I feel like it's been a few days since I last checked in with you. Today I was back at work, so yeah, I didn't get an awful lot of reading done, but I feel like I did because I then made it like my mission to take this as my commute read and my lunch break read, and that's like a solid, at least a solid like hour and 40 minutes throughout the day where I'm just reading. So yeah, I got a decent amount. I'm now on like page 202, chapter 9 I think I'm on, and things are still going the way it's been going. Like, I kind of like it, but also it's really like grim, and the descriptions and things, like, it's not going to be for everyone, that's for sure. Like, I'm having to like kind of detach myself a little bit because it's so grim, like some of the stuff that it's saying and like the descriptions of things is just very uncomfortable. But I'm intrigued. It kind of feels like a old folk tale in the way it's told. Like, it's almost like fables. There's stories upon stories, and it's interesting the way it's interwoven. So yeah, I'm home now. Gonna edit a video, I think. Oh, I'm still doing this bloody bookshelf. So I got this bookshelf. It arrived whilst I was in Canterbury, and it looked really cool, but none of the holes are like flush, so I've just taken it all apart again like the other night, and I've made so many new holes and nothing's like connecting. It's just very frustrating, but I desperately want to put it together, so I might tackle it again tonight because it's just, yeah, it's not looking very good right now. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna make a cup of tea and sit down and edit for a little bit, and then, I don't know, find something to eat, I suppose. Oh my gosh, finally! I had to be really precise with this and like have my phone torch on and look to see if the holes are lining up. Oh, finally done it. Let's see how she looks. Nice. It really shouldn't have taken this long. It really shouldn't. As you can see, I've already made a splinter where I was drilling through the wood that wasn't the actual hole, and yeah. Well, you know, I'll show you when I put some books on it or whatever. So I got to get out a bit earlier today, which was nice. I had some toil left over from working in the holiday, and also because I'm working this Saturday. So I left around 3, which was really nice. I'm now just sat at home editing my TV show and movie rapid reviews. So just getting that done. And then after that, I think I'm gonna sort out those books for that little unit that I finally finished building yesterday or last night. And then it's just a chill one. I managed to pop to the post office collection point because I missed a delivery the other day, and it's my April witch casket, so I might end up filming the unboxing for that today, or I might just save that for over the weekend at some point or later on in the week, because it's not going to get uploaded or edited within the next week or so anyway. I wouldn't have thought. But yes, those are just the plans of now. In terms of reading, I'm currently on part 3. I think I got to part 3 like on my lunch break or just before I got off the train. What else? Yeah, so I'm quite a good way into it now. I think I'm about halfway through, and I'm enjoying it a lot more. Like, I think I've just kind of accepted that it's a weird story. I just can't get over how amazingly detailed Marlon James goes into. Like, this is what I appreciated from A Brief History of 7 Killings, where everything was just so just so detailed, just so exquisitely put together. And yeah, I'm confused, yeah, it's convoluted, but I'm just very impressed by it all. I don't think he's done it to be like pretentious or anything. I think he's just done it because that's how he writes. So yeah, I've kind of taken that in my stride. I still am not a fan on all the like really graphic details regarding like gross stuff, but it's an interesting world they're in, that's for sure. The monsters and the creatures that are described sound horrifying. Some of them so much so that I can't actually picture them, because it's like my brain shuts down and I'm like, nope. None of that for my brain, thank you very much. I do not want nightmares. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it's going to be a slow going book for me, and I probably won't finish it until like, well, definitely the end of the month, but probably not until like the second week possibly of May. So we shall see. I'll try not to film constantly, because that's just going to be boring and long-winded and a long vlog. It's probably already a long vlog, but if I'm just saying much of the same thing, I might as well just wait until I've got more thoughts built up over a longer period of time, rather than keep checking in with you guys daily and not having much to say, you know. So yeah, those are the thoughts and feelings of right now. So I didn't end up going to the market, unfortunately, to the crystal shop. I'll have to try and find a date when I can do that after work, maybe, but I think it'll be closed by that time. We shall see. I did go to my grandparents, but oh my god, they have their house so hot all the time, and I just started getting a migraine. I felt sick, so when I got home I had some medication and I slept for like an hour and a half, and I feel so much better now. So much so that I started to dye my hair, which is what I wanted to do, and we're on track for that. Gutted that I didn't go to the crystal place though, but it's okay, I'll go another day. So yeah, this is what's happening. Just my usual, the blue to purple ombre, but I bought some hair extensions. Let me quickly show you. I don't know what's happening to my voice, it sounds a bit squeaky. These I bought some new hair dye as well, because I wasn't sure what I had and what I didn't. I really do need to do another sort out just to kind of refresh my mind of what I got. But I got 4 packs, 2 blue, 2 purple, and I think I'm going to do some sort of jumbo braid situation. I'm not too sure yet. I'm just so inspired, but I'm not very good at like adding extensions in. It really aches my fingers. I'm just bad at it because I don't do it enough, I guess. But yeah, we shall see what I decide to get done with these extensions, if I use them. I think I will. I really want to try. Oh, I didn't even notice they're pre-stretched, which should help. So it tapers and holds itself together. But yeah, I don't know really what I'm going to do style-wise. Style-wise, yeah. Elsa approves. Okay, so I finally sorted out this little dude. I have just stacked a load of middle grade books on there, and just kept my special editions over here, so my Fairy Luma Crepe editions. And yeah, there's an Elsa. Okay, so this is it for now. It's not exactly how I'd want it, but I don't know, it's alright for now. I might switch these two over at some point, just because this has the little table thing that it's on and it's a bit more sturdier. So when Elsa, because she's gonna do it anyway, starts walking up on here, at least that will be more contained and can hold things together a little bit. But yeah, woo! Okay, so during editing I've only just found this footage, but this was me on the bridge when I was in Canterbury at that wildlife zoo place, and you could walk over a bridge and look down at brown bears. At the time I didn't even realise there were brown bears down there. I was just terrified of the experience, so here's that.
You got this.
Oh fuck, oh my god, it's really funny.
You got it.
Oh my god.
You got this.
Now, can you not go so fast, babe?
Yeah, sure. Oh, there's a couple. Yeah, it's the whole thing.
It's the whole thing! Oh god, it's the whole thing! Oh, I didn't know that!
You got this. Hold on.
Oh fucking hell.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
I need a minute.
You're alright. Alright, shall I stop recording now?
I didn't know you was recording, I just wanted to pick. So I realise I haven't shown you, I don't think, how I look with this hair. This is the results, by the way, of what I was doing like last week. Today was really nice. I went wedding dress shopping for my friend who's getting married. And yeah, it was so cool. We went to a afternoon tea with her mum, and then we went over to look at the dresses, and she got her dress and oh, it looked beautiful. It was so nice. Since I've been home, I have filmed 2 videos. I filmed my Illuma crate for April unboxing and my April wrap up. So yeah, I'm just cooking some dinner now and then filming some TikToks. I've been filming TikToks here and there, and then I'm going to wash off this makeup, which I really like. I'm using the P. Louise bases, like the pastel bases. I've still got to learn how to blend them properly in the crease, because I do both eyes at the same time, so I put the base on both eyes, and then by the time I start, they start to crease, so I need to pat it out, but I just kind of just swish it all on. But I think they're pretty. Ignore the fact that my eyelashes are on the wrong eye. I think it looks alright, you know. That's the vibe for the day. This is the fit of the day. We're loving it. We're moving. We're grooving. We're rolling. Yeah. Hi guys, long speak. I feel like it's been ages since I did a vocal check-in in this reading vlog, but we are in the last stretch of our Black Leopard Red Wolf. I picked it up again this week properly and have been bursting through like the last third of it. I'm currently on page 528 and it's all in like this verse, so hopefully that will speed me up a little while as well, but then it goes back to normal chapters. Yeah, I just wanted to say that I'm actively reading this again.
I've not got much left at all, and hopefully can finish this off by the end of the week / weekend. Yeah, it's looking promising. Okay, I will catch you in a bit. I've got to get back to work.
So I'm doing exactly what I just did to cause this injury. But I was trying to take a nice picture in the sun. Bloody stacked it, didn't I? Yeah, sorry, needed to take a seat. And then whilst I started recording this to tell you guys about the stupidness that I've just done, nearly stacked it again. And then I had a coughing fit. Mate, what a nightmare. What a nightmare. Now look at my leg, ready? Wow. I only grazed my hands. Oh, thank you, Elsa. Thank you. Pain. Honestly, I was more concerned about my book though. I think it's alright. I'm so glad I got this case to protect it from situations like that.
We have reached the end. I have finally finished Black Leopard, Red Wolf by Marlon James. And I think I'm giving it 4 stars. I mean, I can't say that I completely understood everything that was happening. I can't say that everything was smoothly executed to my understanding. And I can't say that I wasn't obviously disgusted by a lot of things that were happening, how brutal and vulgar the world was. But I can say that it was a wild ride. I enjoyed it, which is really weird to say when you know the sort of story and the plot and the writing style and everything. Like, it's weird to say that you enjoyed it, but I can't think of another word, to describe it. Yeah, I'm almost at a loss for words, which is crazy because I do feel like I've just been repeating myself throughout this video. I do apologise for that, because I was just in this fog of confusion for the majority of it, if not all of it. But I've come out like kind of emotional, not gonna lie, with some character deaths and just how everything ended. I just felt a little bit teary-eyed. I didn't realise how much I had kind of invested myself in this story, and particularly in Tracker. And I can't say I liked him necessarily, but geez, was I rooting for him in the end. It's crazy. So yeah, I think I'm going to give it a 4 stars. And that's it. That's all my head can cope with thinking of at the minute. It just, mind blown. Poof. Thank you for staying with me for this long video. I hope it was somewhat enjoyable. But for now, I shall speak to you in another video soon. Bye!